Hello everyone, SpeedGaming 2. Welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer Casual Boots tournament. And we are starting off in the bracket stages now. So we should have some good matches coming up in this set of races. First here we got Dr. Bowser versus BigDunka. I am Pixcalibur. Join me on commentaries Rocky12799. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Pixcalibur. Thanks. Looking forward to a great match. This is going to be a really good matchup between Bowser and Dunka today. So we should be getting live any second here. We've already got our race time running. So
Okay, we are underway here. Oh, well, that's not really a point of having casual boots at this point. Okay, well, we're giving boots anyway.
I saw blue on Hera and blue on Eastern. Did not catch Desert. History, thank you. All blues. A nice find of the hook shot there.
So the hook shot, that'll be interesting if they get mountain access. That will get all those East Death Mountain checks in play.
So there's already the small key for escape. Those not familiar with casual boots, obviously you start out with boots and a sword, and then after that it is a 7-7 hunt to get to Ganon and defeat him. And no surprise to see Dr. Bowser grab that heart, being on half a heart there.
Yeah, always want to play it a little safe. Take a couple seconds. There's no need to take a early game overs here.
No.
So as the runners are going through the usual escape sequence here. So all these matches in the brackets are best of 3. So this is gonna be our game 1. Let's see how this one progresses. Ooh, hey, early blue tunic. So a little bit of safety there. Never hurts.
And it looks like game 2 for Bowser versus Dunka is going to be Wednesday at 2. We don't know about restreams yet that far out, but that is their scheduled game 2. For those wondering where they sit in the bracket, Dr. Bowser came in won his group and came in 20th in the bracket, and BigDunka is 45th in the bracket. So that is where we are. All right, now the real fun begins that we made it out of escape. These runners will probably be taking similar paths as we will make our way to Kakariko.
Yeah, early pack of bombs is nice. I don't have to spend money buying a 10 bomb pack. They can get all of Kakariko explored. And ooh, nice tree pull there. Bunch of 20s and bush crab. Okay, nah, probably not too important. Just a bunch of 5s. A lumberjack is going to be. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, we will see once we get to the Dark World where the pendants are and if that is going to be a required item or not.
Now, we do have 3 pendants in the Dark World, but if either Mire or Turtle Rock is a crystal, that's going to be a hard required Naga speed just for that cane. Or even right side GT, Big Key is going to require that as well.
True. Yeah, so would not be surprised to see these runners go early Ego once they get access, just to make sure that they are ready for whatever ever comes their way. You definitely don't want to get into Ganon's tower and find out that it's on right side and not have the equipment to pick it up.
Yeah, that's not what you want to know about that. Now, I think they're probably not going to rush Aga. Like they said, if they get like Temper Sword, okay, they can rush it at that point. Since Samaria is not until very late in the game. So they can put that aside for a little bit. Now, already a quick red mail bottle. Okay, that's nice. At this point, they're probably going to want to mirror. If they're going to do any death warping. You probably don't want to have red mail for that.
No. Now that is red mail's pretty much the end of death warping. Especially once they start finding hearts. Right, second bottle of blue goo in it.
So that's already a good safeties. 2 blue potions already. Okay, that's the boomerang package. Not even 10 minutes in.
And a shield.
Sick kid just giving away all his life savings. That's good. Getting towards Zora money right there. Yeah, so in chat, the Kane of Samaria and GT, so that's going to lock anything to the right of Hope Room. So Tile Room and then the 4 chests after that.
The single green rupee on a race game today, so Dunka heading to South Shore. And Bowser's going to follow.
Nothing much on Drain Dam. BigDunka is going to be going towards the desert checks. Looking, oh nope, Dr. Bowser is going to be grabbing that 20. You know, get close to that Zora money in case they, pick up another 50 along the way or something.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Dunka just leave it since he's not. That would put him closer to Zora money as well. Bowser doing a little bit of farming, trying to make sure that he gets that 500.
Well, no farming needed on BigDunka's end. Agina just giving exactly that 50 needed.
Alright, Mini Moldorm, just hearts and money, so Zora money definitely not a problem now.
We got a couple of heart containers in there, yeah. Yeah, as you mentioned, the death warping is like with 7 hearts now, and yeah, that's unless you find constant damage stuff like traps and things that don't rely on armor.
Yeah, it's not so bad for like death warping and pod because if you're going right side, you've got the moving spikes there that do 1 heart no matter what. Still takes a little bit of time depending on your heart count, but it is at least more possible there.
Probably the bigger concern is if they get like a heart piece and get that 4th heart piece. I mean, see that like way more often than we really should.
Yeah. Alright, so Bowser not even checking Hylia Island before jumping in that portal. Alright, we have our first divergence of the game as BigDunka is not doing his Zora checks and heading straight to Eastern.
I mean, to be fair, logically, there really isn't that much to check at this point. Okay, green pendant. Okay, pod, green pendant. Oh, okay, well. And 10% discount on that. Oh, 10% return, actually.
Yeah. But the closet was holding our moon pearl today. Still looking for any I'm still looking for that progression that's going to push us somewhere. It pretty much has to be here in Eastern, as we've seen every other check we can.
Yeah, I don't think we don't really have anything left. Because Zora is not in logic. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're out of checks. So it might just give like flute or something. I mean, that would open up mountain.
Yeah, I
check.
mean, there's a few things that could give with, but will be interesting to see what it gives. But we did see Dr. Bowser there talk to the old man, or talk to Saha and find out that the green pendant is in Desert Palace. Or I'm sorry, in Pod. Wow. Is in Pod.
Okay, well, there's a lamp. Oh, that's not gonna be too friendly if we find like the cape or something, because you kind of don't want to do Aga 1. Oh, you're gonna have to do it anyway, but you kind of want some better gear if you can. But runners getting funneled into Aga, actually in this case, is not a bad thing, because you will need that Samaria anyway.
Vanilla Egga, except for the red mail. Looking more and more likely.
Alright, so I mean, there's still a number of options for what could be here. It could give Aga access, so it would be a sword or a cape. Could give a glove or a flute for mountain access. Could give a fetch quest of some kind.
Really, we only have one more check here that can be anything, and that's going to be the big chest. Don't have our big key yet. All right, here's our answer.
Oh boy, well, no, that's about as fast as you're gonna get funneled into Aga 1. Oh boy. So that's the Aga 1 package in Eastern. So lamp and a cape. So that is already a funnel out into Castle Tower here. Luckily, it is hard required, or probably going to be required with Dark World check, but they're not going to complain having that out of the way. Yeah, it's like, may as well get this out of the way. I mean, they got red tunics, 7 hearts, couple of blue potions, so I don't think health-wise it's not an issue. It just might take a little while to get through. Don't really have much of offense.
Nice use of the hook shot there to get those guys stunned.
So let's see if Aga is going to be kind on the blue balls this seed.
And
I
get
don't-
your guesses in for how many blue balls we think we will see from Egga today. As we're using the spin struts there on these guards. All right, just one more room.
You're really making good use of that hook shot. Really be able to stun these enemies down, make these rooms a little bit easier to get through.
All right, and here is Ega on BigDunka side.
Okay, looking like one blue ball so far.
Yep. All right, just one today. It looks like Batman, you are the only one who guessed one, so congratulations.
Yeah,
I
good thing. Good thing.
didn't.
Usually, what I see, if it's required AGA, the blue ball counts don't tend to be too high, but that's not a general rule. I mean, I've had some seeds I play casually where I had forced AGA and I had like 12 blue balls. Luckily, this wasn't the case.
I didn't see what was on Pyramid Ledge there, but clearly it was something we didn't need because Dunka just completely bypassed it.
Piece of heart. So nothing on the ledge. So they're just funneled into Pendant Pond. Okay, well, you're gonna have to. Usually, people don't like to do pendants, but in this case, you don't really have a choice. You just go into Pendant Pod here. So, we're probably going to get a key on the first check, unless it's bow or something else weird.
Yeah, this has to be either a key or a bow.
Okay, now this is interesting because
We know.
flippers.
Hobo.
Hobo.
That is the only flip. That's the only check we haven't done. We saw the other water checks.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh man. Wow.
So when Dr. Bowser picks up the flippers, he has that knowledge that that is the only check in the light world that flippers will unlock for him. Was that a successful potion glitch? Yes.
BigDunka making that look easy. Alright, so let's see, the Bolot side, just for the record, is there anything here? Let's see, that's... No, just a couple
No,
keys,
just keys. Okay. Well, I suppose flippers get us to West Dark World?
No, I think that's gonna be Hookshot. Oh, no, you have Hookshot, yeah, no, you
We
can
have
go to the
Hookshot.
back. Oh,
We
yeah,
do.
so, no,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, so that does it. So they can swim around the back. Oh, okay, well, that's interesting.
All right, so we do have access. We do have access with that hook shot then to the west side of the map. So there's going to be. We do have actually quite a few checks available.
Yeah, so I'm not sure when they'll go check Hobo, actually. ideally don't have like a mirror to work with to easily get to that.
Yeah, and I mean, and like we said, with this loadout, it's possible that there is nothing on Hobo because we can get to like Village of Outcasts and that area. Both runners looks like they're choosing to continue in pod. We can
Yeah,
do I
can't
mean, we can
fault
do
this.
everything but the you know, but the boss, and we know that this is just a pendant. So, shield number 2.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting. So you were logically intended to double dip this place. French vanilla hammer, all right. I mean, can you imagine like hammer locking a bow and then green pendant locking progression? I mean, that'd be
Yeah.
really cruel to force a logical triple dip of pendant pod.
Alright, so we did get the hammer and a shield out of pod. But that, like I said, that bow, or excuse me, that hammer is bow locked.
Oh yeah, now I think about it, yeah, I don't think you need the triple dip because once you get the bow, you'll get the hammer and then you could clear out pod the rest of pod with that.
Alright, so West Dark World it is.
Okay, it's convenient for BigDunka. He hasn't done the water checks yet, so he's just kind of wrapped this all in one go, so that's fair. They'll probably just restart at Link's house after and just take the castle portal.
Yeah. Bowser following the logic there with the flippers to get this check out of the way. Going to be disappointed. Is this Bowser's, must be Bowser's Agina check? Yep.
Yeah, it's looking like it. At first I thought it was like he's gonna go to the portal, and I'm thinking, wait, we don't have a glove yet. Well, they might opt to run south. No, they're gonna go to West Dark World because they could run south. And no, actually, at this point, you don't actually need to swim. They could actually just use the hammer. But logically, this is the way you're supposed to do this.
Alright, so it's Thieves Town, Ice, and Green Pendant Pod. Where our pendants are today. So Samaria is hard required. Even if the game had funneled these runners into Ega so fast, we would have had to go there anyway.
Oh yeah, no glove. Okay, so they can't get that sword out of the bumper ledge. Yeah, so red crystals were swamp and TR. So yeah, this is just hard required Samaria in like every way.
Okay. Ether and our flute in Hype Cave.
And I'll say that's pretty hype there. So that's gonna give mountain access. So they can, you could easily, yeah, now you can actually put both gloves up there. That's possible. Right, BigDunka. First look into Skull Woods. Let me start with the big key. So I'm just gonna take that straight to the big chest. Nope, just a small key. So I'll just continue on with that. Bowser on the dig game, and this is a lot of digs. Well, you're going to need that. Yep, that's hard required. That's kind of nice for Bowser. That lets him single dip Skull Woods.
Oh, nothing in the front of Skullwoods.
Yeah, I think just that red 20. So back we'll have the other item, and Dr. Bowser is like, I'm just gonna pick up this Samaria right now. They'll make a back of the big key chest a little faster for that.
Yeah, and he's gonna route this in with his activating that flute. So it was just a good time to get this out of the way. We did see Quake there in C-shaped house. As Dunka enters Thieves Town, get our big key in check number 1.
So that only took a few minutes. We got the whole medallion package, so we don't care about what's needed to enter. So that's good to get that out of the way. Now that's only one item in the front, so that might, yeah, that's gonna BigDunka deciding just, I'm gonna take this to the back. There's still 3 items there. A good thing they got the hammer, so you don't have to. Definitely don't want to double dip back in here.
No. Alright, we're gonna see what's inside Spec Rock and on top of Spec Rock. Not that we can get on top of, but just some bombs. And a heart container. As Bowser heads over to Peridot. Another nice safety item there with our powder.
So that's good for the magic bat check. Granted, that's not in logic yet. Ooh, okay. Oh,
Hello.
well, there we go. I know I did mention that the possibility there. All right, well, I guess Dr. Bowser will be staying on the mountain for a little longer.
Bombs there and blind cell.
I know. Okay, our container on the island. 'Cause I know I did bring that up. I didn't expect the double gloves just literally right next to each other.
All right, we're gonna see Dunka do this blind fight. I believe he has our last item.
So the seed was probably expecting you to go, you get those flippers, go to West Dark World from the top, work all the way around to Hype Cave to get Flute for mountain access to then get double gloves. Great. Because the Fire Rod, I mean, that does add Skull Woods in, but that only has a couple, now there's only one check we know left there. And Thieves, outside of the Bombos, the back didn't really have anything.
Yeah, but almost was the only item of note there. Nice hammer takedown on Moldarm. And we're gonna have our first crystal at 37 minutes on Dr. Bowser's side.
Let's see, I think that was only one item. Let's see, what is Dr. Bowser gonna do? Yeah. This is completely justified. Yeah, it's never fun to work all the way around the Hera. And you may as well full clear this out, because this is gonna be another couple minutes to get back up here otherwise.
Bowser taking damage there, trying to set up for a Death Warp. Bringing that cape out just to make sure he doesn't take an extra hit of damage there. Alright, Dunka about to complete his medallion collection and pick up his flute.
Yeah, very likely he'll take it to the mountain right out. Well, activate the flute and then just take it over. Skullwoods can wait until later. And no, just another heart container. So nothing in Hera outside of the crystal. But yeah, you want to just get this out of the way. The last thing you wanted to miss here would be like, worse, it'd be like a mirror or ice rod or something, and kind of don't want to risk that.
Yeah, exactly. Right, and Duncan doing like Bowser did, getting his Cane of Samaria on the way to activate the flute. All right, Bowser heading up mountain one more time to start his Dark World checks. And it's Quake.
I'm trying to remember. Quake was where.
I don't remember all of a sudden. Chat, help us out. Where was Quake? Oh, that's right. It was in Thieves Town. It was the C-shaped house in Thieves Town.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm remembering it.
Thank you,
Because I
Kanto.
knew Bombos was there, but then I was in the actual dungeon.
Yep. Thank you, Kanto, and big thanks to Kanto today for doing our tracking for us. Could not do this without him. And we saw Bowser pick up everybody's favorite, the Mirror Shield.
Okay, well that's laser bridge in play now. Logically, runners don't really care about it, but it's good for
No, but if
convenience, I
we've
guess.
got to find that last small key. It makes it free. You don't have to worry about pixel being on the right pixel and things to get through.
Okay, BigDunka about to get their double glove package. Meyer is that look to be Ether, I think. That's...
That says you are correct.
Ooh, okay. There's a bow in the Meyer shed. Okay, so Eastern can be done whenever.
And I've been for pretty much back in logic for everything now that we have that bow.
Alright, so the bow that gets it really just gets the hammer into logic now. Magic Bat is you can check that now.
Yeah, but putting the hammer back in logic puts a lot of what the other things that they're have done and things like that into logic. So
yeah, I mean Hera would have been hammer lock, but and nothing there, but yeah, that's would be in logic now. Let's see. They can dive pretty deep into Turtle Rock. I mean, that's probably not going to be the first thing on their mind, but they can get almost to the end.
Yeah.
That's where all the easier checks first.
Well, definitely won't need to be double dipping Turtle Rock today as Dr. Bowser finds the ice rod.
Okay, so that is a full clearable Turtle Rock outside of Mimic Cave. Don't have the mirror for that, but they can clear the whole dungeon itself. Again, probably not high on their priority list at this point. Oh, well, that's close enough to double is still Meyer area for double bows. Okay, well.
This game is just giving us everything in bunches. We had both boomerangs and cack, both gloves on the mountain, and now both bows here in Meyer. Bowser, you've got powder.
He doesn't have any magic right now.
Oh, you're
So
right.
he's gonna have to go get a refill.
Yeah, that's true. He could be trying to avoid breaking Spooky. All right, Dunka has his medallions, so he is going to go ahead and open TR.
And I'm curious to see if he's gonna take a look in TR. Now we know the ice rod's in Meyer, but he doesn't know that. But I don't think, and still a lot of other checks, so he might just.
I'd be surprised if he dips it at all. You know, opening it when you're right there is definitely the play, but at this point, I think I would just leave it.
Pretty sure Dr. Bowser very happy to see those silvers. It just makes the Vitreous fight just nothing right now. Piece of cake.
Did we leave an item there in?
Meyer had Ice Rod and Silvers.
Okay.
So I think they are only a mirror from Gomu because they can get the sword on Bumper Ledge.
Yep.
So and I think only one of them has. I think BigDunka's looked at. I don't think Dr. Bowser's been into the
No,
Skullwood area yet.
this is going to be Bowser's really first foray into the western half of Dark World, so he does not have that knowledge yet. If somebody points out, it'd be great to see if we see a pair of swords somewhere along the way, like the game is giving us pairs of everything else. All right, we do have Duncan dipping into Turtle Rock. All right, that Keela does give him an opportunity to continue forward.
Yeah, with the fire rod, that pretty much gets you all the way to the very back into Laser Bridge.
Yeah, this is just
So it was fire rod locked.
yeah. Unfortunately, we know that this is just going to be a big time waste on Dunka's side, since we have that knowledge of where that ice rod is.
And in chat, a mirror on head would be that's all dungeons. It's not even oops all dungeons. It actually would be true all dungeons
Yes.
because AGA 1 was required. I mean, which is possible since the mirror only blocks, in this case, swamp access.
Yeah, there's a couple things. It could be the mirror. It could be the book, which would lead us to the tablet. I think that those are the only two things that would make this a force all dungeon seed.
Yes, I think we saw shovel. We've got mushroom.
Oh yeah, true. We've got fetch
Those,
questy things.
Yeah, fetch quest. Even something like the cane or half-cost magic to put Spike Cave into logic. I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah, the only thing that would require a forced double dip of Purple Rock would be if um the mirror. No, never mind.
Oh, okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, that puts Spike Cave into play. Moth dropping at half-cost magic. That would have been very nice for the fight. Having a little bit of trouble because Moth was just standing right next to the spikes and kept blocking off all the damage. Okay, well, half-cost magic on Mothula, so good safety there.
Really haven't seen anything in Turtle Rock. Ooh. And our sword.
Oh boy, okay. Well, at least it's
Oh,
not an empty trip.
yeah.
Got a sword, got mirror out of there. Okay, so you're not going to be able to do Turtle Rock as your 7th crystal.
I was
So
gonna say
that's going
no.
to
Well,
require a second mountain climb.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It doesn't require a double dip of TR if you go and do what Dunka has done, but it is going to require an extra mountain climb.
Okay, BigDunka gonna clear out the rest of these checks with Spiral Cave. Actually, just looking at Mirror might also be our desert access. Just kind of looking at that because if the book is just sitting in GT, you're gonna have to get into the desert from the back.
Yeah, you're correct. Little swipe of frustration there, but he is going to make sure that he goes and picks that up, as that is will be his second sword.
I would think Big Dunka is gonna take a little pit stop by Bumper Ledge as well because I think he's already seen the sword there.
Yeah, he has. I would think at this point you would go and grab it. And we know that there's a big difference between Master and Tempered.
because I think at this point, Dunka just has to go into Flute to Meyer, and then he's pretty much on his way, because the rest of his Go Mode stuff is going to be in that direction.
Yeah. Once Duncan gets into the Mire area and clears Misery Mire, he will be in Go mode. It's possible, Hawk, but I don't believe with the layout that he would, just because it's one of the it's an easy check, and I don't remember where. I think Bowser found Big Key after that.
Okay, so the Ice Rod was in the Spike Room. The Silvers were in the, I think that's the Compass.
Yeah, I believe that's the Compass chest.
And I want to say there, depends if he checks the hallway before that, because the hallway has the big key. So if he does the Compass chest first, he'll get Silvers.
Sounds good, Kanto.
Dr. Bowser make a Turtle Rock play, which is going to be the right move, which is gonna, you'll clear out Turtle Rock, you're gonna get that mirror, and this is just gonna be a battle of execution at this point, going to the end.
Yeah. He'll be happy that he's not double dipping TR. He knows that he can complete it. Makes the most logical choice. Can't do swamp yet or desert, and he got the items out of Eastern. So while he does need to go back and clean that up, he's looking for. I'm sure he's looking for that mirror and hoping it's here, which we know, of course, it is. Welcome back, Kanto. No, you didn't miss anything. These runners are just starting to clean up what each other's doing, although we are seeing the desert dip for the first time.
I'm trying to think, on Laser Bridge, did the sword come first? Did you go
No.
from top to bottom, or is it the mirror?
I think the mirror came first. I think he'll.
But he's gonna check the rest of it, yeah.
I would hope he would check the rest of Laser Bridge. While it is go mode, you're right there.
Yeah, it takes like 2 seconds. You got logical, you got mirror shield. It's you just walk over and run those last couple checks.
Yeah. Even if you were to skip chest 4 once he picks up tempered, I wouldn't be surprised if he does that, but I think that tempered's gonna be there for him. And then, like you said, it's just a matter of execution. Desert hiding its items deep. 20 rupees is our first item there. As BigDunka heads to the back.
Nice land mola fight on BigDunka's side. Yeah, just extra $300. It's just whatever drops now, and I don't think they
Yeah.
need any more.
He-
The other
oh,
sword would be nice,
he's
but just
he's used one of his blue potions, so we might see him grab a second one real quick. And that's about the only reason we would. And he had enough money for it before, so that's about the only reason we would need any money at this point.
okay. So BigDunka is gonna get first bow. So let's see if it depends on the big because the big key layout depends how he wants to approach this. If he does the torch room like first, then he's gonna get silvers.
Yeah, this could be very interesting if um he ends up taking gets that big key first and just rushes to finish the dungeon because there's I know he's got tempered and it's not as big with tempered as the other swords, but tempered versus silvers is so much different. No.
That's
All right, well that's kind of an equalizer there then I think.
yeah, I guess that would have taken a couple seconds to, as you said, check below. Ooh, because Master Sword versus Tempered on Ganon, that's a big
We,
difference.
even here, right? Because now we're into instead of sword strats, now we're into hammer strats.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tougher to do because Temper Sword you would just go straight away and slash.
Yeah,
But here you gotta go for the damage with the hammer.
let's
And
get that nice.
he's gonna get silvers. BigDunka's going straight for the torch room first.
Missed that timing on the ice head. And that is silvers for Dunka, so execution with the difference of swords is now going to be how this game plays out.
So unless the other sword is just laying in GT, if it's just there for free, then okay, that's fine. But if it's somewhere else, like Pendant Ice or something, yeah, you're not getting that.
Your other cane there for Dr. Bowser. As he picks up crystal number 4.
Okay, so it looks like Bowser's gonna be going into Swamp.
Yep.
Dunka is probably gonna clean out all the ground dungeons. So Mire, Eastern, Swamp, and then finish off with Turtle Rock.
Yes. And that is crystal number 4 on Dunka's side. Yeah, Dr. Bowser is 100% just in go mode. You saw I didn't even check that first chest.
And he might check some chest along the way if you dive her down. Might just check those two. Not even sure about waterfall. Probably just run past that.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think he'll do waterfall, diver down. You know, those are an option. But we'll see if he even if does that or not. Because I could see him at the way that he's playing now that he could just skip them. Just missed it there. There we go. Alright, won't be sad to see that 12 heart. So this is checking at least along the way a little bit, looking for a third sword.
Dunka just making their way into swamp. I'm assuming probably just gonna skip everything. There's really not much to check, even diver down. You got tempered silvers. There's not a lot more you're gonna get. I mean, you
Yeah.
might still take a second, but there's probably not much to look for.
This is another fight where that tempered sword would come in really handy. It's going to be an easier fight for Dunka than we're seeing on Bowser's side, but Bowser's making good work of the spins there to get rid of these puffs. You're gonna bring
Luckily,
up
we
the
weren't seeing.
silvers. Oh, missed it. Got it with shot number 2.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so Argus down on for Bowser.
Pistol number 5 for Bowser.
Luckily, he at least went to Bumper Ledge to get that sword. I mean, if he only had like a fighter sword going through this, that would be a problem here because that would be um, leaking time.
So BigDunka doing the water rooms there the vanilla way, so it's gonna miss out on a heart container.
Yeah, it's not the biggest deal. They
No,
have cape,
no.
so yeah, they have
Yeah.
cape. They can always just stall time with that if they need to.
Yeah, they've got enough safety items. Not I'm for sure not a big deal. It was just the only thing that Bowser got that he didn't.
Yeah, as you said, Temper Sword making quick work of that first phase of Argus. Just getting through that just like nothing.
Yep, and as expected, Bowser finds that big key and immediately heads to the back.
Yeah, no need to waste time with the rest of it there. I don't think there was anything in there anyway.
No, there's not. Okay, this is unfortunate for Dunka that he is doing a mountain climb to finish Turtle Rock, but forgot that he hasn't finished Eastern Palace.
Oh yeah, that's probably not. Didn't look at that his tracker there. Hmm. Well, he'll realize it when he gets to GT and realizes he can't open up the entrance yet, and it's like,
Yep,
oh,
it's not
oops.
on. I just peeked and it's not marked off on his tracker. So
I think it was just one of those like Eastern long forgotten. Maybe just forgot it was a crystal.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Super Nintendo. I think he's gonna do the dash pass GT. I think he's gonna not realize that until it doesn't open for him.
So Bowser does remember. Still got to go back and finish off GT. Oh, I mean, Eastern.
Yep. So this is going to be crystal number 7 for Dr. Bowser. Once he picked up that crystal, of course, we will have our GT big key guessing game. Oh, numbers between 1 and 22 as to where you think that big key will be. Again, the guessing game's open as soon as Dr. Bowser gets the crystal number 7 and closes once the screen goes black as he walks up the stairs into Ganon's tower. And Price is Right rules apply. Closest without going over wins.
Now, if Bowser happens, let's say, I think Armos has an item, or if he finds the Elder Sword in GT somewhere, that will I'll probably give him the edge here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, tempered makes, a big difference, but at this point, I don't know that it's going to make enough difference with where these runners are at, but I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, the silver's certainly closing out some of that margin. And if Bowser only had like Master Sword silverless, okay, I think he would have probably searched a little more carefully, like TR and would not skip Laser Bridge.
Okay, crystal number 7. Alright, the big key guessing game is officially open. See those numbers. Excalibur, do you have a number?
I just went with 7. I'm not sure which room that would be. Probably like if they do Dark Magician, that'd be like Hope Room or something.
Yeah,
I just put 7.
I always say number 8, which can be a few different chests depending on the route that they take. So.
Oh, I think Duncan is just realizing right now.
Yep. Well, it's good. Good that he realized and you didn't do the GT run by. But we will mark the times as they enter GT. See how far apart they are. Last call. All right. Kanto marks the time that Dr. Bowser enters as 1:13:58. Check number 1, just 20 rupees. Bottle number 3. Oh, there is tempered.
Oh boy. Well, there we go. That is going to be Bowser's Race Loose. Oh, hey, there was the book. Yeah, book was in GT. Not too surprised about that.
No.
So that is bottle percent, but more importantly, that last sword yet was just free in GT, so this is probably unless the big key is in like tile room or some really weird spot, Bowser will have a bit of an edge here.
Yeah, that was check 6 and 7.
Okay, Dunka picking up their 7th crystal. Just has to make another mountain climb and rush right over to GT.
For 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so we are digging deep for that big key today. All right, Deca making that climb one more time. Start his GT exploration.
Dunka gonna be looking about 3 minutes back on entering GT. A little over 3 minutes. All right, 14 through 17. Well, there it is. There's your big key, number 14.
Number 14.
Rando room.
All right, let me scroll back up. That looks like we have one guess for number 14. So congratulations to Morguy84. You win today's GT Big Key guessing game. Yeah, Sock, we know where it's at, obviously. We know it's not there. The difference between tempered and gold, really not that big of a difference for these runners. Still be able to 1-in-1 Ganon, and then without spends or anything, we won't be spending to win at all. And these guys are gonna go on the climb. Are gonna go just as fast. Oh, you missed the 4th sword. Yeah, that was check number 3 for him was the 4th sword.
So Bowser going through the gauntlet, just zipping through this. Might take a little pit stop. Yeah, got that powder out. Nope, not gonna go for the extra. Probably will get to the top and get for the refills.
I mean, at this point, there's no reason to stop and do it. He's got bottles full of stuff that he can use. So, half magic.
Oh yeah, they got their 4th bottle, which I think had red potion in it. So you're probably gonna use that first. Save the blue one in case you need magic, but half-cost magic. That low makes the Ganon fight a lot easier in terms of magic.
Yeah, not worried about the torch glitch at this point. None of that, but we do see Dunka did get his gold sword and his big key and starting to make that climb now. Did pick up some time. Looks like did he go full right there, or full left? I mean. and not Dark Magician that?
I don't know if he went to the right.
Full left. Thank you, Kanto. I was just thinking based on the time the time that he was starting that climb that he had to have, so making up a little bit of time here, but it's not going to be enough. All right, Bowser, using that red potion that he had, make sure he gets into this room and yep, picks up that magic and away we go. Moldorm number 2.
Yeah, you got your safeties. You use them up. Yeah, red potion. You're probably not going to care about that. You still have a blue one on hand.
Yeah. Doesn't even give us the validation check for the memes.
Let's see. So tracker is mostly filled up with stuff. I think it's just some fetch quest stuff we're missing. So no mushroom, no shovel, no bug net.
Yeah, we got that book late. We never did those fetch quests. Check the tablet, and we have no idea what's in bed. But with this build that is, it's probably just couch cash or bombs.
Yeah, let's see on the credits. It'll probably be expand, or not, like bombs or arrows or something. Care about. So nice. 3, 2, 1 on Aga 2 for Bowser. We'll be heading down to Ganon in just a few moments.
Alright, dropping into Ganon at 121.53. Nice placement there that you can just fit and pound him.
Nice 1-1. Bowser already on phase 3. Okay, still has enough health, so can take any one hit without problem. So still has a extra blue potion on hand in case. Dunka about to start their Aga 2 fight.
Right, and that is 4th silver arrow shot on Bowser, or on Ganon for Dr. Bowser. Get those GGs in. And he crosses that bridge with an official race time, 1 hour, 23 minutes, 25 seconds.
All right, GG's to Dr. Bowser. Pretty much, most of this just a game of execution. It was a fairly linear start with the funnel into Aga 1, and then just straight through to the end.
GG's, Dr. Bowser.
Thank you, GG's.
So, we were all screaming when you went through Turtle Rock. At that point, you were still on Master Sword. You grabbed that mirror and then went to do the boss. If you'd gone if you checked one more chest, that's where the last sword was.
Oh my. You know, it was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction. It's like, okay, I gotta go. I'm sure there's gonna be a sword in GT. Well, I'm glad there was.
Yeah.
Because we saw that, I was like, oh boy, well, this is going to be Master Sword versus Temper. This is going to be a little challenge. And yeah, we saw nobody's going to miss that sword. It's just on early checks. And I was like, well, that's a big relief for you. Now you got Tempered Sword as free Ganon fight. So I think in this case, the early funnel into Aga 1 wasn't really a bad thing here, since you had to do it anyway. So you might as well get it out of the way.
Yeah, seeing the red cane there is like, all right, well, guaranteed I'm going to want to pick that up. The flippers kind of threw me in pod. I was really not expecting flippers. Like, I know that gives me access to everything else, but for whatever reason, I was like, no, I'm going to go. I knew I was going to do the rest of pod because I was already there. But I ended up clearing up earlier checks before I continued on the path. And even then, Thieves Town being a pendant, I was just trying to avoid that area as long as I could.
Yeah, I think Thieves Town itself only had bombos in the front, which wasn't needed. The seed was looked like it was expecting you to go pendant pod, get flippers, and then go all the way around the dark world from the upper end into the mountain, which was very interesting to see double gloves right next to each other.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. It's like, okay, well, sure, I guess I'm doing all the mountain while I'm here. Both gloves are just side by side.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, GG Dunka. For those watching, we did have a
Something's wrong.
Dunka finishing with an official race time of 1 hour 25 minutes and 14 seconds.
And GG's.
Yes, that was a very interesting race. Did you just forget that you hadn't done Eastern when you went up to finish TR?
Sorry. Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My mic was a little screwy. Yeah, GG. And yes, totally forgot. And yeah, that might have actually just been about it.
That would have been about the difference. Oh.
Yeah, I noticed it immediately when I left, when I finished TR. I'm like, something's wrong. Yeah, I would have been really close.
And
Yeah, for sure.
I think you did an extra Thieves Town dip in the back, which is reasonable. You only got one item in the front. It was still early. Potentially could have been something in the back, and just in this case, like the outside of Pendant Pod, the Thieves and Ice Palace nobody even touched anyway. The other two pendants didn't really have too much.
Yeah, I'll almost always do Thieves if there's three in the back, almost always. And I was still playing off the knowledge of the hammer, because you missed hammer, then if there was anything hammer locked at that point, then I think I basically played the entire middle of the scene saying that hammer was missed. So it kind of led to a lot of decisions.
But yeah, that you definitely made up a bunch of time in GT Dunka. You went full left and picked up that big thief faster than Bowser did, though. And like having that gold sword obviously makes just not a ton of difference, but a little bit. Since you did manage to find all four swords, and Bowser had missed one, so.
Had kind of a near miss with a bomb at the top of GT. I knew I was low on them, but nearly misplaced the one that I had for that last bombable wall. That would have been bad.
That and health. Luckily, you picked up the last bottle with red potion. I was like, well, you're just gonna use that up, and it's like, I don't care about the red potion. I still have a blue one on hand in case.
Yeah, I was trying just to not even spend the time with the potion because I'm right next to the anti-fairies, but at that point it's like, you know what? All it takes is that Spike's gonna do one heart. That's all I've got left, so gotta be safe. I think I spent a good portion of that race on low health for whatever reason. I just kept running my face into enemies like straight from escape, but that has been how it goes lately.
I mean, luckily for the early red nails, so it does give you that little extra bit of room to work with. Just after the funnel out into Aga 1 and then Pod, and both of you did the potion camera glitch to get that hammer, so that was good because it would have saved, you would have been forced to double dip Pendant Pod, and that itself would have cost a bit of time, especially if you didn't come back with that mirror first.
Yeah, with Pod being a pendant, and it being so early in the seed, there wasn't a world where I was going to leave that. Even if it had been empty, it would have felt better knowing that, okay, I don't have to come back here most likely.
Yeah, I felt the same on that. And I don't think there's any scenario where you would just skip that. It doesn't make any sense to skip that there. The only caveat to that was the fact that it was the flips in the first chest. Like, it was tempting, just because obviously it was telling you where to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would ever skip that there.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think before you got on, I wasn't expecting flippers. Like, I was thinking, okay, here's going to be my glove, or if it's feeling really fun, it might just give us a flute. And then the flippers show up, and it's like, okay, I need to think about this a minute. And I tried to, I just ended up going and clearing out, like I think I did Agina and Man Under the Bridge right after that, before finally committing to whatever was next. Can't actually remember where I went after that. At some point, I made my way up the mountain with a flute.
Yeah, I think we first thought it was just gonna be Hobo, just that one check, and then realized that, wait a minute, you can swim around the back to get to West Dark World with the hook shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. You're either going to find flippers or you're going to find a glove there. I was thinking glove too, but yeah, you're going to find one or the other. It's almost guaranteed.
All right, any final thoughts before we sign off?
No, man, GG. We do it again on Wednesday.
Yeah, GG. We'll do it again Wednesday, and then weekend after that if needed.
Yeah. Hopefully I can count crystals this time. That'd be great.
Yeah. Man, I've been there. That's
Oh,
rough.
it happens. It totally happens. It's all good.
At least you didn't get all the way to GT and like dash right past it.
No, we've all done that before too. It was literally as I left, and I'm like, something's wrong. And then, yeah, it's pretty obvious at that point.
Yeah, you said you're realizing. Normally, I would realize it as I'm getting to GT and then bonk on, to the far left. There's like,
just keep going. No. You just can't run right by. Yeah, we've all done it.
Yeah, I think chat was putting that in there. They're waiting for you to just run by GT.
Yeah, I'm sure they enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you everyone for the commentary and the tracking. I know you guys put this together really fast.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and thanks, and we'll get to do it again on Wednesday.
All right, well, thank you everyone for tuning in to this Casual Boots tournament race. Again, GG's to both runners, but Dr. Bowser does take game number 1 in this best of 3. Like they said, their next match is Wednesday. Don't know if it'll be restreamed yet, but good luck to both runners. Keep your eyes on SpeedGaming channels for future races in this tournament, and please do drop both runners a follow. Thank you to Kianto for tracking today, and thank you to Excalibur for joining me on comms.
Yeah, thanks also to you, Rocky, for co-comms. So it was a nice, good race to start off the brackets of this tournament. We should expect a lot more good races going forward.
Indeed. All right. Have a great day, everyone.
Okay, see you guys later.